and this is kind of the last tote of my collection of action figures. I do have other stuff that I'll probably get to in later videos at some point. I have stuff like the Sideshow Universal Monster dolls. I don't have that completed yet, so when I have that completed, that's when I'll probably show stuff like that off. Um, or like, I have a lot of wrestling figures. I also have a lot of wrestling rings, but I don't really want to take those out and set them up right now. Maybe later down the line, that'll be something to do. For now, I'm just kind of going over all the figures I have. So let's just continue where we were and kind of get into this last tote. First thing, right on top here, I like The Simpsons and I like wrestling. So when this came out, had to get it. Just the Bret Hart Simpsons. I love Bret, one of my all-time favorites, and Simpsons form. That's awesome. I did a video for this one on my channel, the ringside exclusive Edge heads. There's the two interchangeable heads with Hawkins and Ryder. Edge, this is a great figure. Two here that kind of go together. I got Razor. I believe this is the Walmart exclusive Razor. Kind of in his promo gear, his vignette gear. And then, of course, I have the Defining Moments Razor in the pink. With the Intercontinental title and the chains. Be wary if you buy this loose. A lot of them don't come with the chain, so be careful that you're not getting ripped off and you're getting the chain. Love Razor, so there's that. I have the basic Matt Riddle. I didn't get the Elite. I'm pretty good with the basic on this guy. Another one of those younger guys that kind of came in, was doing great, and then WWE kind of just dropped the ball with. Also, a bit of a controversial guy right now, so if you want to look up that stuff, go for it. This is the Retrofest Ric Flair, which was GameStop exclusive for a while, and then ended up popping up everywhere anyway. But this belt does not come with him. I actually took this NWA title from a Christian Cage, like 2006 or 2007 TNA figure that came with it. So, and I stuck it on the Retrofest because I feel like that was the right thing to give Flair. Walmart exclusive, Sensational Sherry. One of the most underrated figures, in my opinion, of a very underrated women's wrestling pioneer, in my opinion. Sherry was great. Heath Slater with the SmackDown Tag Team belt. Got released during COVID. All that stuff. That sucks. But I loved Heath. I thought it was a great comedy act. Basic Becky Lynch. I stuck the Raw Women's title in there, just kind of to have. I kind of wanted to get the Elite. There's a similar figure that's with the shirt, and it's the Elite version. But I'm okay with the basic. If I find that one out in the wild, I might pick it up. But I'm good with that for now. Kind of a random-ass one that I saw at Walmart, so I decided to get. It's 80s Vince McMahon. I always thought the face sculpt on this was a little off, but it is what it is. He came with the big blue, like, kind of station that he stood on when he did interviews, so that came with the figure. I think it's in this box somewhere. Kairi Sane Elite. I like Kairi. I thought she was great. I know she just recently retired or whatever. But this figure's pretty good. It's got the hard plastic robe jacket thing, but I like that you could actually swap it out easier by disconnecting the arm here. They should do that with all the hard plastic ones they do, but they don't, as we've seen with the Edge head. So that's thing. Alexa Bliss Elite. This was, I think, from the Survivor Series line a while back, a few years ago. I love Alexa Bliss. I think she's awesome. One of my favorite female wrestlers of the last few years. So there you go. Along those same lines, Asuka. Another Survivor Series line toy. This one's more recent. I think this one's last year. I think this is the same line that had the Diesel Kevin Nash that looked nothing like Kevin Nash. But this one's great. I like this figure a lot. A guy who's probably in the process of going on one of the better toy runs ever. This is the Fiend, the SummerSlam one, his first Elite. Bray Wyatt. Comes with the head lantern, which is pretty edgy for Mattel to put that in there. This is a great figure. The boots, I believe, are a little off, and he should have come with the coat. But the Ultimate Edition, which I already have pre-ordered, is going to have the right boots and the coat with it. So good placeholder until then, but still a great debut figure. I mean, it's just he's got so many things coming out now that it's pretty crazy. He's going to have a pretty hell of a run in terms of toys. Defining Moments, Ric Flair. This is with the big blue robe. This is from his retirement match against Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 24. So I've got him. I've got a couple of different Randy Savages coming down here. I got WrestleMania 3 Randy, the Defining Moments one. Gave him the Intercontinental title in there to go with it. Randy Savage is another one of my all-time favorites. I loved Macho Man, but and I think this is probably my favorite one of his figures. It perfectly symbolizes that 80s Macho Man. 90s Macho Man, I got the Retrofest one as well with the kind of Americana red, white, and blue thing. He's got the little hat. Another great Macho Man figure. He's kind of one of those guys who I don't think has had a bad figure. Since they finally started making him, I just don't think he has a bad figure yet. I don't know if it's a rumor or if it's been confirmed they're making an Ultimate Edition of Randy, right? Which I probably will have to end up buying anyways. Natty. So happy they finally made it. Long overdue figure, and it looks amazing. She should have had one a long time ago. And glad she finally did get one, though, because it's a great figure. Retrofest, Jim Duggan. Hacksaw Jim Duggan comes with the 2x4, the shirt. Harley Race's crown. I think that's Harley Race's crown. Or is it when he won... No, Duggan didn't win King of the Ring, did he? I know they won the first Royal Rumble. Oh well. And the American flag. So, great figure. I like the Retrofest line. I didn't like that it was GameStop exclusive, even though later they all popped up at other stores. But it was a cool line to kind of see different things. Another Retrofest, the Retrofest Mr. Perfect. I always thought this one was kind of weird because, you know, we all remember Kurt Hennig wearing the black with the white Mr. Perfect kind of written on the back. But it's not how we normally think of him. I think a lot of us think of him in like the neon orange or blue, the baby blue or the yellow. I wasn't able to get any of those elites when they first came out, so this is kind of the consolation until I can find one of those for a decent price. The sculpt and everything is still great, and it's still a great figure, just probably not an ideal Kurt Hennig slash Mr. Perfect. Basic Kurt Angle. I think this is one of his first basics after he came back. I just like this one because it doesn't have the most accurate detail, but I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be based off of his WrestleMania 20 match with Eddie Guerrero. And I've always liked that look for him, so I went ahead and I bought the basic when I saw it. It'd be great if it was in an elite, but basic's cool too, I guess. Two that if I remember correctly, at one point we have Bobby Heenan, which was I believe the Fan Central Walmart exclusive. And another, I believe, Walmart exclusive, Gorilla Monsoon Elite. I think these were supposed to be in a 2-pack. And then they ended up not in a 2-pack, and Bobby Heenan came out, and we had to wait forever for Gorilla Monsoon to come out separately. Either way, Bobby Heenan might be the most talented man ever in wrestling. I mean, he could just do everything. And then we got Monsoon, just a classic commentator, loved by a lot of people. Hindsight, not the greatest, but like still loved by a lot of people. So those are cool to have together. Next up, we have an old Jakks RVD. Gave him the suitcase, and I think the ECW World title's in there. Yeah, I think this is the only RVD I have. I don't think I have another one in the box. But great figure. Needs knee pads. So I'm going to have to find a set of knee pads and put them on him at some point in life. One of my favorite figures from last year. Took me a while to find him, but I think he ended up popping up on Ringside at some point. He was supposed to be Walmart exclusive. Don Morocco. I love Don Morocco. I think Don Morocco is just one of those badass 80s wrestlers. So just to kind of have a good Don Morocco is really awesome. Along dudes that are kind of just cool and badass. Basic Sheamus and Cesaro from their 2-pack. You know, Sheamus been around a long time. Cesaro, kind of one of those guys you wish they did more with, but still has had a pretty decent career, and I've always liked him, even in his indie days as Claudio. Retrofest, I think this is one of the last Retrofests. Iron Sheik. I think at this point they became a Target exclusive for a little while, instead of GameStop, but still great to finally have a Sheik. I didn't have one before, so picked this one up right away. Next up we have another 2-pack. We've got Billy Kay and Peyton Hoyce, the Iconics. These are kind of weird. The deco is actually off on these, I think. Still good to have. I never found their exclusive Elite, so I kind of had to go with the basics. So we have those. I have an old Jakks Jimmy Hart. If I remember correctly, I got this in a 3-pack when Jakks actually was making 3-packs for Legends back in the day. And I believe this came with Bret Hart and Jim Neidhart, and it was an old Hart Foundation 3-pack. And he's got the little hearts on the megaphone. Pretty sure that's what that's from. One of the kind of crazy... Let's see if I can find the other one here. Where is it? Okay, we'll just go with this one for now. But one of the kind of just more cool Elites they made in recent years, especially like kind of one you didn't expect, and then when it came out, you realized how awesome it was. Magnum TA, kind of a stalwart for a very short period in the NWA. Magnum TA is awesome when you go back and you kind of look at him. Career cut short, obviously, from a car accident, but just the fact they made it and it looks so good is still pretty amazing to me. It's not one you expected them to make, but they did, and it came out like perfect. Another Elite, I don't think a lot of people were really expecting. I actually have 2 of them. I'll just show you one. I don't know why I have 2. I think it's because when I ordered them, they sent me another one by mistake. But Ken Shamrock Elite. I believe this is the same one that had D'Lo Brown in the set. But, yeah, just another kind of cool one you didn't really expect for them to make, but they did. I think I have his Jakks Legends figure as well somewhere. Probably at the bottom of this box. But yeah, another just good figure with the robe and everything. So, yeah, I like this one a lot. Basic Miz. I don't have an Elite Miz, mainly just because a lot of the Elite Mizes have weird head sculpts. For whatever reason, this basic has a great head sculpt for him. So, picked up that one instead. 2 Walmart exclusives. This probably could have been a 2-pack too at some point, but they separated them. We have the Stooges, Patterson and Briscoe. It's just funny that 2 of like the better workers in the history of wrestling ended up being like old man comedy characters later on. And this is just from that feud, and like I think I want to say it's like 99 or 2000. I'm going to say 2000. That sounds more accurate. But yeah, just kind of cool to find them. I found them in the Walmart here, so happy I was able to get them eventually. Ringside exclusive, the Brian Kendrick. I like this figure a lot. I think it's an underrated figure, and it's still at Ringside, I think, and it's always on sale. And I'm surprised it hasn't sold out. It's a great detailed figure, especially for a guy who's been around for so long like Brian Kendrick. Then we have the basic Keith Lee. I don't know if I'll get the Elite for Keith, but I'm good with the basic for now. I might get the Elite if I see it in stores. I don't think I'm going to order it online, though. Love Keith Lee. I hope they don't mess up his run on the main roster, because I do like him a lot. Kind of last ones for this video. I think this is their first one, their debut in the line. FTR, or as in WWE, they were the Revival. I like both guys, just a classic throwback tag team. I think they're doing good stuff in AEW, even if it's not perfectly built yet, but like both guys. So that's it for kind of the first half of that tote, and I'll see you guys in the next one.